So as we went and talked to our customers, you know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we went and had a very free-ranging set of discussions with all kinds of customers, both media customers as well as, you know, online marketers. And we asked them, what is your biggest thing that you're struggling with? Not necessarily just with video, but what's your general biggest worry? And what they told us is that it relates to getting our content onto all of these different devices beyond our existing, you know, website on a PC, be it smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, and even like getting their content into social environments like Facebook and LinkedIn and other environments. They basically are challenged with maintaining all these different apps and all these different properties on all these different platforms, and it's really expensive and it's hard to figure out how to do it. It requires specialized skills. They have to go hire a different development team to do their Android experiences than what they have to do to their iOS experiences, and then throw in a TV here and there. It just gets really, really complicated. So they told us they were really struggling with that. And so we went back to the labs and said, you know, what can we do to help our customers with this? Now, from the beginning days of the company, you know, Jeremy and the rest of the team had this vision and mission for Brightcove, which is to publish and distribute the world's professional digital media. It actually wasn't limited just to video. And so we went back to our roots and we looked at what we're passionate about as an organization and what we've done before as an executive team. And we thought, you know what, we have what it needs, what's necessary from the technology perspective and the capabilities and experience to actually launch a new type of platform that will solve this problem for customers. And that's why we're introducing Brightcove App Cloud. It's a content app platform that helps organizations deliver all kinds of content, not just video content, so be it blogs or articles or pictures and photo feeds, the whole stream of content into various different cross-platform app experiences very, very easily and very, very affordably. And it changes the cost equation significantly. So that is what we're trying to do, is make it achievable to get all this content, the full stream of content, into these different environments and make it possible to have app experiences across multiple platforms very, very affordably.
So you guys are doing this now. Tell us about some of the preliminary work you're doing, some of the apps you've built.
Sure. So we actually started out by building out some of the base technology pieces, and then we went and worked with some clients. Specifically, we worked with A&E television networks around a couple of their television shows. One of them is Army Wives, one of the very popular shows, and another reality show called One Born Every Minute. And then we also been working with the State Department on developing an app for them, both for iOS devices as well as, or smartphones, as well as the iPad tablets. And what we did with them was use the kind of toolkits and the platform that we were building to actually create real apps. And so far we've launched the A&E apps live in the App Store. You can actually download those today, One Born Every Minute and Army Wives. And those are live and operational. And over time you'll see the State Department apps get live as well. And that helped us actually prove out the concept that we actually could really use open standard technology, HTML5, JavaScript, CSS, the web stack that everybody knows, to actually build cross-platform applications that would work really well, and that we could build the cloud services back end to really optimize the experience on these devices. So having those initial customers was tremendously helpful in allowing us to prove out our concepts. And happy to report that went well, and now we're moving to the next stage in terms of opening up to more customers.
So when you open up and you make that available, so for an existing customer that sort of has a mobile site or they're publishing it, what are the issues that they have to deal with, and what's the level of expertise and the costs and sort of the process, if you will, for an existing Brightcove customer to create an app?
Sure. So let's start with what it would be without App Cloud. Without App Cloud, if you want to go build out an Android and an iOS experience, you need to go get an Android team or an Android developer and a separate iOS developer, because usually those skills are not found in the same person, or you need to go find agencies that have those skills. With App Cloud, it's different. You can actually go to your existing web team or the existing agency that you use to actually run your website, and they can use their existing skills to build out a template for you that reflects your brand, your look and feel, the kind of experience that you want to have. Can be designed from scratch the way you want it to look, but using existing technologies. So that's how you start out. You build out a template that works the way you want it to work. Then you take that template, you upload that template into the App Cloud system. You hook that template up to data feeds. That could be the content wherever it lives today. If you have a Drupal content management system, for your blog feeds, you hook it into that. If you have Twitter feeds you want to track, you hook it into that. If you have a Flickr gallery where you have content posted, you hook it into that, and so forth. And then we will generate the applications for the platforms that you want to have, both the Android apps, iOS apps, as well as a mobile web version of the same content. So it's not apps or mobile web, it's both together. And then on an ongoing basis, we feed content into it. So that's the process, and it doesn't require a totally separate development team. It can be something that becomes a natural part of your existing web operations.
And cost-wise, so there's a startup, there's a maintenance, is it bandwidth, or how does it work?
Sure. So we haven't rolled out the final pricing of AppCloud yet, but it will be structured such that it's an annual subscription investment that will start in the 5 figures range. For professional premium organizations. Over time, we want to bring that cost down. But it's an annual subscription that you pay, and then it scales up based on the number of apps that you deploy. So it starts with one app, and then if you deploy multiple apps over time, then the cost goes up in a slightly graduated way. But we think that the value proposition is very, very strong, because just to create one app for one platform in a professional grade way can cost well into 6 figures today. We think we can actually, with a easy 5-figure number, actually dramatically reduce the cost of that, and then the ROI only gets better as you add more apps over time.
So Jeff, the opportunities then are beyond the existing video customers, which are the customers of Brightcove. What are the opportunities outside of video? And,
sure.
And this is a bit of a expansion for you guys.
That's right. Well, first I'll say that the existing customers that we already have, the 3,000 Brightcove customers, we think are going to be our first best customers for AppCloud. We can't think of a Brightcove customer that wouldn't be interested in this technology, and based on our research, they all would be. But we also know that there are a lot of organizations that aren't yet using Brightcove's video cloud offering, and we want to appeal to them as well. And we think that the market opportunity for AppCloud is as big as it is for our video cloud offering. So we'll be approaching media companies, marketers, government agencies, nonprofits that have significant investments in interactive content strategy today, and talking to them directly about AppCloud and only AppCloud. So I think many people think about Brightcove as a video company only. With the introduction of AppCloud, we're actually about digital content cloud services. And that's really what our company is about. And we do that for video with Video Cloud, and for app and other types of content with AppCloud.